Okay, so 4 years ago, I was out jogging and I looked up, and there amongst the clouds was the Buddha, or a Buddha. I had a vision. There was a Buddha, and the heart chakra was open, and out of it was pouring this kind of red energy. Now, I've never had a vision before, and this was rather weird, but I carried on running, and I got home, and then I was like, turned to my wife and said, I just had a vision of a Buddha. And it's weird. It's like, what do you do with that? Like, I've had this vision, I've seen this thing, and it was like, when you're driving and you're aware of the windscreen in front of you, but you're looking at the road ahead. That's kind of how it was. I could see the clouds, and then there was this vision kind of on this in between section of my vision, if you like, of this Buddha, clear as you like, there for like a second or two, and then it disappeared again. And then, like, what do you do? How do you handle that? And I was kind of left a little bit kind of stunned for a while, but it genuinely happened to me. And I wouldn't say I'm a Buddhist. I don't follow any kind of Buddhist dogma. I know there are Buddhist groups who will tell you this is what Buddhism is, this is what it isn't, and you're not a proper Buddhist unless you do X, Y, Z. I think Buddhism makes sense to me, what I know of it, and I try and follow the teachings, which seem to be common sense. But I wouldn't necessarily say I'm a Buddhist. So when you have a vision like that, what do you do? Do you let it transform you? Do you carry on as normal? My life now over the last 4 years, so this was in 2016, has changed dramatically. But then life does. I'm doing a different job now. I've got a different career. I've got a baby. I've got my own house. I live in a different part of the world. I've been through some hard times. I've been through some good times. But I don't know how much of this is down to this vision. I don't know how much I have been changed. And that's the thing. Do we allow it to change us? Do I suddenly become, I know I do my videos, I post them online, and it's a little bit woo-woo, I'm trying to see how far I can push it. But what do we do? Do I suddenly become like, do I change my name to Chris Das or Chris G and suddenly become a kind of a guru? Or what do you do when you see something like that? Do you allow it to change you, or do you just carry on trying to fit in and be normal, like society asks you to do? And here's the thing, right? We're in weird times at the moment. This whole COVID-19 thing has shown that what we consider to be normal reality is actually just a very fragile set of kind of rules and frameworks that are made by people. Many of these people died hundreds of years ago. Many of them are making it up as they go along today, our so-called leaders. And so all of this is made up. And at some point, we're going to return to our offices. We're going to be out of this lockdown thing, for those of you who are still in it, other than the essential workers, who I salute. The people who keep the wheels turning, the shopkeepers, the shelf stackers, the doctors and the nurses, the bin men, the delivery drivers who bring us all our stuff while we're trying to keep our distance from other people. Very weird times at the moment. And reality itself is a very strange thing. It's weird. It is multifaceted, and you can tune in to different elements of it as you see fit. So when we're allowed out of our houses again, and we're allowed closer than 6 feet to other people, and we have to get back on with our jobs, what do we do? Do we just carry on as if nothing has happened, or do we allow ourselves to be changed? We have gone through, and we are going through, a profound and challenging time, and reality as we know it has proven itself to be a very fragile, delicate veneer, man-made veneer over the top of nature. So is this an opportunity to explore ourselves? Just like when I had that vision all those years ago, and I don't think I let it change me particularly, but perhaps I should have done. Perhaps I should embrace this other way of seeing, that understand that there is more on heaven and earth than we can measure and we can buy and we can understand through the pages of the newspaper and through the kind of ideas of what we're supposed to think and what we're supposed to do. So maybe we need to go all in on this, go all in on these portals to other worlds that we get through books and literature and art, and through just contemplating the wind in the trees and the movements of the blades of grass as we walk past them every day, the crunch of the gravel underfoot, the taste of our food, and just start to appreciate life and find ourselves in new ways. So there's an idea. So anyway, this is a celebration of my anniversary of having a vision. I've not really had many visions in my life. Well, I've had one, and that was it. But it was, it was a profound thing. And maybe it's time I let it start changing me and I start to embrace a bit more of that. All right. Tell me what you think about this, because this is it's a bit of a weird one, going out on a limb. Don't really talk about seeing visions and things. That's the kind of stuff that gets you locked up. But tell me what you think. Drop a comment, or send me an email or something. All right, cheers.